Hi guys, I want to show you how to start working with the shooting modes and actually manipulating shutter speed and aperture. So remember, we're looking at the mode dial right here, and currently you can see that whatever this white line lines up with, so I'm starting at shutter priority. So the three modes I really want to talk about are P, S, and A. In Photo One, those are typically what you're going to start off with, and what I tell my students is really you should shoot an S or A, but just to explain P, when I set it to P, that's how I know what mode I'm in, because it actually says P. And then if I move the control dial, I can change sometimes one of these settings, and then the camera changes the other one. Although for the most part, it pretty much just does what it wants to do. So honestly, this is really where you lose control. Now, if I change this to S, or shutter priority, something changes here. First of all, obviously I have a big S up there, but also if I turn the dial to the left, my shutter speed time will get slower, and you'll see that my aperture will change according to that. So the longer my time is, the bigger my aperture is going to be, and you can actually see the physical opening over here, or actually the smaller my aperture is going to be, I'm sorry. And then this is important. When you start seeing something like that, subject is too bright, that basically means if you try to take a picture, it's going to be overexposed. So let's go all the way to the right and see how fast the shutter can be. Oops. So this camera's amazing. It can take a picture, unlike your regular single lens reflex, it's going to take a picture at 1/4000th of a second, which is really great. The only problem is, in this case, the camera is screaming it at me, and it's saying low here. It's saying that if I try to take a picture in this room at 1/4000th of a second, which is really fast, there's not enough light coming to the camera. And I'll go ahead and do it just because I can. It's not going to be very interesting. Put this on manual exposure. Okay. And if I go ahead and take a look at what the picture is, it looks like there's nothing there. And actually, it did take a picture that it was just so dark in this room that nothing showed up. So if I go back to here and I turn the control dial, so I'm going to make the shutter speed time slower, and look, I'm already like going down pretty slow. 1/1000th, that's actually still pretty fast. 1/800th, that's fast, and it's still reading low over here. It's still saying, here, I'll try to take a picture at 1/500th of a second. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see that, but there actually is stuff now showing up, but it's way too underexposed. So just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, until I get to, oop, I finally got something, at 1/8 of a second. So I'll take a picture. This time I think I'll focus. Okay, and there's the picture. Nothing special, but hey, it does the job. Now I just want to remind you guys, at this time, this is so slow that you're going to start to get camera wobble. Pretty much anything at 1/60th of a second, that's here. And I need to not be here because this is way too dark of a room. I'm getting a low setting, but at 1/60th or higher, which is tripod territory, anything slower than that, I need to use a tripod. I can take a picture, but it's going to be extremely fuzzy because no matter how still I hold the camera, my camera is just moving around a little bit, and I'm going to end up with a fuzzy-wuzzy picture. So what I generally tell people is, best thing you can do in a situation like that is shoot outside. And if you can't shoot outside, then the other suggestion I have is use a tripod. But that's why try to shoot outside. Try to shoot, or at least shoot in a good environment. So this, I don't know if you can see where I am. Let me switch this up. Hello. Let me see if I can reverse this camera. I guess I can't, so I'll do it this way. Hi, everyone. Hope you can see me, but see, I'm in this room, and yeah, there's lights in here. There's lots of lights in here, but it's not good enough. I should have gone outside, or I should be near a window, but if I'm inside, it's like 8 o'clock at night. I turn all the lights on in my house. I just put myself in the same situation that I had the camera in, and that's unfortunately, given the situation we're in, just not good enough. You have to put yourself in a better lighting situation. So quite frankly, let's see, if I got up, let's see, I'm gonna walk down the hallway here, and here I get our Wheeling High School. This is still too dark, and let's make it a point here. I'm gonna keep going. Now the weather right now is pretty good, although I think it's raining today. But at least if I head over this way, still too dark, although at least now I have a skylight up there, so that might be better. Granted, I don't know if I want to take a picture in this environment. But just by moving over here, yeah, look, it's all yucky outside. Ugh, rain. By just putting myself in this situation, and I forgot to bring the camera with me to make a point, I'm going to get a much better exposure. So that's just something to consider and think about is, hey, move your feet or plan ahead and be in a good lighting situation for you. Somewhere by windows, if you can't go outside because it's too prohibitively cold, would that be a fun reflection to take a picture of, or something like that. Be a little bit more ambitious.